Hi, and welcome to Ageless Runner. I'm Ralph. If you're over 50 and you want to run faster without adding more miles, intervals are one of the most powerful tools you can use. I'm not talking about all-out track sprints either. I'm talking about smart, controlled efforts that research shows create huge improvements for aging runners. Today we're breaking down the science of why intervals work so well for runners after 50, and I'll finish with my personal go-to interval workout you can start this week. So why does speed decline after 50 and why it's not hopeless? Well, as we get older, a few predictable things happen. First, VO2 max, which is our aerobic engine, that's a measure for how much oxygen we can intake when we exercise, it drops about 7 to 10% per decade. Second, fast twitch muscle fibers shrink and fire more slowly. These are the fibers responsible for speed, power, and quick reactions, the kind of movements you use when you accelerate, climb a hill, or push off the ground with force. When these fibers weaken with age, your stride can feel less snappy and it's harder to change gears. Third, elastic recoil and leg stiffness decreases. This leg stiffness is a good thing. It's the spring that helps you bounce off the ground efficiently. And fourth, neuromuscular connections slow down. That means slower communication between your brain and your legs, making your stride feel heavier. But here's the key, and here's what's really important. All of these systems remain highly trainable, especially through interval training. Now, why are intervals so effective for runners over 50? Well, intervals give you big physiological benefits without piling on extra mileage or pounding the pavement a lot. Let's break down what they actually do. First off, you get big gains in VO2 max. There's a large body of research shows that high-intensity intervals produce significantly bigger aerobic adaptations than steady running, especially in older adults. In one study, older athletes who added short interval sessions improved their VO2 max twice as much as those who stayed with moderate running alone. Better VO2 max means easier pacing, stronger hills, and better long-term stamina. Second, intervals boost our mitochondrial health. Mitochondria, that's our energy engines. Intervals stimulate mitochondrial biogenesis, which means your cells build more energy engines that power movement. For runners over 50, this is one of the most powerful anti-aging responses you can get from training. More mitochondria equals better endurance, better recovery, and more consistent performance. Third, intervals reawaken fast twitch muscle fibers. Short, controlled intervals force your fast twitch fibers to engage again. This improves acceleration, leg drive, push-off power, and overall running mechanics. For a lot of runners over 50, this is what brings back that long pop in the stride. Say, if you're enjoying this video, I'd love it if you would scroll down, hit the like, and subscribe. Thank you. And fourth, intervals improve neuromuscular speed and leg stiffness. Even 30 to 60-second efforts improve ground contact time, stride frequency, elastic recoil, and lower leg stiffness. These changes make your stride more efficient and reduce the energy cost of running. Now, intervals often get a bad reputation for being too hard, but when designed correctly, they're actually safer than adding more weekly miles. Why is that? Because you get full recovery between reps. You're delivering a strong training stimulus, then giving your joints, tendons, and muscles a chance to reset. This is exactly why intervals work so well for runners who need to balance training with longer recovery needs. So let's talk about 3 best interval styles for runners over 50, and we'll keep it simple and sustainable. Number 1 are short intervals. These are 30 to 60 seconds long. These sharpen neuromuscular function and leg turnover. A great starting point is do 6 to 10 intervals of 30 seconds each, but allow a full 1 to 2 minute recovery by very easy jogging or walking. Now, you're running a controlled 5K-like effort. This is not an all-out sprint. These build speed, confidence without excessive strain. The second interval type are medium intervals. These are like 1 to 3 minutes long. And this is a sweet spot for VO2 max. So here you might want to try 4 to 6 intervals that are 2 minutes long, but then give yourself a 2-minute easy jog or walk in between. Now the effort is comfortably hard, similar to a 10K effort. These are powerful, effective, and very age-friendly. Now the third style are fartlek style surges. These are the most approachable option and great for beginners or trails. For example, do 10 intervals of 1 minute, a strong 1 minute, with a 1 minute easy recovery between. Now you want to focus on breathing rather than pace. These feel fun, flexible, and mentally refreshing. The best way to do fartleks is to work them into an easy run day. If you're doing an easy run, what I will do is say I'm going to run fast to the mailbox down the road. And I might do several of those during an easy run. So it's a way you can work in some intervals and have a little fun with it too. Now let's talk about my favorite workout, what I'm going to call the Ageless Runner 2-minute power intervals. This is the workout I do recommend most often to runners over 50 because it balances intensity and recovery beautifully. First off, do a warm-up. Anytime you're going to do intervals, please do a warm-up. 10 minutes easy jogging or whatever you like to do to warm up. Do some dynamic drills, some leg swings, some skipping, or some butt kicks. even a few light strides or accelerations. Now the main set are to do 6 intervals, roughly 2 minutes, at comfortably hard pace, but then allow 2 minutes to walk or jog recovery. This keeps you right in the proven training zone for VO2 max improvement. Now when you're done, please allow a cool down, give yourself 5 to 10 minutes of walking or very easy jogging. Do some light stretching afterward if that would work for you, if you'd like doing that. Now, why does this workout work? Well, this workout provides meaningful intensity with generous recovery. It pushes your aerobic engine, retrains fast twitch fibers, and strengthens neuromuscular coordination without overwhelming your joints or recovery. Now, we do need to talk about progression. What's a safe way to progress our intervals? And this is where a lot of runners over 50 go wrong. So the simple approach is start with 4 reps your first week. So you might do 4 2-minute intervals the first week, and then add 1 rep every week or 2. See how your body's progressing. Listen to your body. It's important to add volume before adding speed. In other words, don't go trying to go faster, but add more reps. And never run intervals on tired or sore legs. And avoid pairing intervals with heavy lower body strength training on the same day. In other words, don't do squats in the morning and intervals in the afternoon. Your goal is gradual, sustainable improvement. Now, how often should you do intervals? Well, I think for most runners over 50, once a week is perfect. Now, if you're an advanced runner where you recover very quickly, twice per week max, but never do back-to-back days of intervals. Remember, the value comes from adapting, not from accumulating intensity. You have to give your body a chance to adapt and recover between these hard efforts. So let's talk about some common mistakes to avoid. First is running intervals too fast. So none of these are all out effort. They're harder paces depending on how long you're running the interval. Skipping the warm-up. You don't want to start running intervals right away. Well, let your body warm up. Third is cutting recovery short. Give yourself that walk time, that easy jog time between them. Let your body recover a little bit. A fourth is doing them after a long or hard run. You should never do that. And lastly, using heart rate to pace intervals. The reason for that is your heart rate will lag your effort. You might see your max heart rate after you're done doing the interval and you're walking in your recovery. That's where you might see your max heart rate. So don't use heart rate to judge effort on an interval. You need to use perceived effort. It's more accurate for older runners. Let's do a quick recap. Remember, speed declines with age, but intervals target the exact systems that decline. Number 2, VO2 max and fast twitch fibers, neuromuscular speed, and mitochondrial health all improve with interval training. Number 3, the 2-minute power interval workout is a ideal starting point. And lastly, once a week is enough to see meaningful results. So try the 2-minute power intervals this week and let me know how it felt. Leave a comment down below. And if you want more workouts and more training strategies, please see my Faster After 50 series, which I'll link down below. Thank you again for being here. I'm Ralph, the Ageless Runner. I'm here to help you run smarter, go longer, and stay ageless.